G'day everyone. I just want to make a video on my current farming strategy. I just started it after doing the XP at farm. I've been doing a little bit, having great success, and I just wanted to show what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and the expected results. Now, your results may vary, obviously, depending on how many pack spirits and stuff you have. However, going over the trait deck first, as it's often the most requested thing, we have extra monsters, which is actually 20 additional normal, 4 magic, and 2 rares. Rares this season are turning into gladiators, which are turning into profit. And next up, we have 25% chance for rare monsters to drop 1 additional flame sand. Flame sand has a chance to be multiplied by 2, and rare gear has a chance to become flame sand. The reason I'm taking the 3 of these are because of my packed spirits. Flame sand is not worth anything this season, and you'll have a ton of it drop. And unless you can make these three cards work for you, then it's probably not really worth taking them. I'll get into that in a second. I'm going for additional attention points because the Plane Watchers have a triple drop at the moment, which is pre-season exclusive. I'm going with 40% gameplay progress. The top part of this does not matter because I'm using compasses. Drop quantity per stage of God of War duration, and +5 max floors for God of War. That means I can have 15 stages, which is 75% extra drop quantity, which is huge towards the end. That's when I pop my Dark Surge and get as much as possible. Here we have 10% corrosion granted by Dark Surge. Unfortunately, I don't have the good Dark Surges yet, which would be the boss Dark Surge, just based off again, the league mechanic at the moment gives a triple drop for bosses. Going further down, we have plus 15% Malice Incarnations in the stage. I'm using a compass for this one, so the 10% does nothing. And the 6% chance for Desire Crystals to become Desire Beads. Crystals are what you use in the cube at the end of the map. Beads are what you use in the Gamba shop, and they are worth quite a bit. You'll almost always get, well, you will definitely get more Desire Beads, Flame Elementium equivalent, than it will cost to have the compass running. Compasses are 6 Flame Elementium each, and the beads are worth quite a bit more. That is all the cards that I'm using at the moment, and going on to the map selection. Now, if I had a map selection here of Flame Sand, I would probably be taking it. That is outside of the rainbow cards and the Flame Elementium cards, etc. However, right now, none of these are really that great, so I will go with the 34% drop quantity. Drop quantity is great because if you are unaware, near space and deep space are the same difficulty. The only difference is additional drop quantity plus 100%. And in a normal season, a near space beacon will be about 1 flame elementium, and a deep space beacon can go up to 25 flame elementium. So 100% drop quantity is basically worth 20 or so flame elementium. So taking the card that is, a third of that means that that card is worth about 6 flame elementium, 5 or 6 flame elementium, considering it's a 4 progress, and you do the confusion as it gives you 100% drop quantity per map. So we'll do that. We are juicing it all the way up to the max, and we are using our 3 compasses to guarantee those 3 mechanics. Now onto the pack spirits. I am using Corgi, as Corgi gives up to 4 extra bosses in a map, which is fantastic. 100% chance to replicate one time when they spawn. They don't always spawn on every map, so when that happens, it's great. Other than that, his 36% drop quantity, which is huge. The other 2 are here for 16% additional flame fuel drop quantity, as well as some other drop quant, which is nice. Cloud Gatherer Surgeon Gold is absolutely phenomenal because he gives a total of 42% additional flame fuel drop quantity. Now the 3 trait cards that we took that drop Flame Sand work hand in hand with these 2 pack spirits. Chalk is the same, gives 32% and 12%. However, his extra is only 1% chance for monsters to drop 1 additional flame fuel, which isn't great. Cloud Gatherer is better as he gives an extra 10%. Now that doesn't mean, because our total is, what was it, 42 on the other one. Let's just go here. So it's giving us 48% drop quant, which is half of a rank 5 plus beacon, which is great. 64% additional flame fuel does not mean if say 100 flame elementium dropped, you would not get 164. That just means whenever any type of flame fuel drops, you have a chance to get another flame fuel drop, which can be flame elementium. The higher the level of the map, the higher your chance to get flame elementium. So anytime that flame sand is dropped by the cards, with these, there is a chance that in addition to that flame sand that drops, a flame elementium will drop. So there's 11% chance when rare gear drops, and rare gear drops constantly in higher end gameplay. Chance for it to be multiplied by 2 every time it drops in the base drop. It can't just infinitely scale on itself. And rare monsters dropping an extra flame sand. Again, it's a chance that an extra flame elementium will drop, or a flame dust, or another flame sand. So looking at my stash, you'll see I've had an absolute mozza of flame sand drop. I just put everything in the inventory, into the stash, so you can see what actually drops. And I've chucked the extra rank 5 beacons in there as well, just to see how we go. Now, we will run a couple of maps, just so you can see. I've already loaded that, haven't I? So let's just go. When I get to a nightmare, I will be switching to my nightmare pack spirits, which are all about the extra bonuses down here, which is the chance that dream bubbles drop from each of the roots, which is fantastic, which just means you get a lot more loot from the nightmares. The nightmares are still absolutely insane for drop, and that's where profounds and stuff drop. So you, excuse me, get a lot of extra. I might just switch these over because I don't need the damage. Yeah. So you just get a lot extra loot from that. But that will only be when I'm in the nightmares. I was going to say, where's the God of War? But there it is. All I do is I run around the map with right click. My build is basically an autoplay build. Everything is automatically cast, including Growing Breeze, which would normally be gained from pressing E in this case. I was going to say R, but that's just because that's where it was on my other character. So you just run around and collect loot. It's just a loot simulator. That's all this preseason is. The gladiators are cool, they make you bigger, but really, when you get to this end game farming, it all just becomes a blur anyway, so the novelty of the big character has pretty much completely worn off for me already. As you just run around, desire record, that's pretty cool. And get loot. This is a horrible map. I hate the layout. It's not linear. And we've already wasted our God of War. We got some sort of drop there. I wasn't really paying attention. Ideally, you want to get to the boss area, drop your Dark Surge while you still have the God of War drop quantity active to get the most out of your Dark Surge explosions. We'll probably still make a bit out of it anyway. Let's just end this map. We got lucky and got flame fuel. So hopefully we get some FE from that. Only one. That was not a good showcase of that at all. I'm not going to do the cube because the cube itself is actual garbage. The reason Cube of Rapacity is in the map is for the extra beads that drop. Use our compasses. Quick look at beads. We had only 1200 drop in that map, but I didn't full clear it because it was a horrible layout. Let's do another one. Join the vision. Cube, no. Removed. Yeah, I don't really like Black Sail either, so we'll go with that. That's a lot of death, so we'll just run away until all that damage has subsided. Run back and loot the stuff. Oh, that's a lot of lightning and stuff there. What was that? I don't know. Got absorbed into all the other loot too quick, so I didn't actually see what it was. Hopefully it was something decent. In my loot filter, everything with a star is generally pretty decent, at least in a season. However, pre-season with triple drops, it's hard to quantify what is good and what is just, you know, dropping like candy and not really worth much at all. So we have our God of War going for 75% additional drop quant. We only got gear, so not really going to get anything good there anyway. As with every farming strategy, if you base everything off the first two maps that you run, excuse me, you'll never be satisfied with anything. So it's all about getting to a juicy map and watching the flame elementium just rain from the sky. So we'll do one more and then I will cut until I've done probably 10 or 15 maps. I've only got one Netherrealm, which is a shame. But I'll do it. Bum 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 bum. So it doesn't look like this is going to be a loot explosion either. Oh, we got lightning though, so at least it'll be quick. God of War. I made the proofs green, so they're easy to spot. I was disappointed to see that that was a divinity and not a proof. So we got a fair few FE drop there. It wasn't huge, but at least it was something. We only got a single edict then. Quite often you'll kill the boss and it'll drop 2 to 3 edicts, which is pretty nuts. So I'm going to pause this here and we'll see how we go after the 10 or so maps. 3 maps we've had 55 flame elementium drop, which more than pays for the maps and all the compasses. May as well show the loot for the Plane Watcher. It's a pretty tough fight. It's finished. Grab the rank 5 plus and leave. Actually might show this map as well, just because it's the final of the series, and well, we've got an extra 34. It's removed, so we'll do fluorescent bubbles. The ideal one with removed would be to get the removes everything and you know, duplicates a red, and then have that twice or something. But it's pretty rare to get that. It's worth chasing, I believe, because that would just make you get a absolutely insane nightmare. I haven't had any insane nightmares so far. I've had like one rainbow bubble, which isn't gigantic. What am I doing? I was looking down here at these. I could have just clicked on them, but I'd rather just hold A and have the loot picked up. Was that another Desire record? In a season, that'd be 100 FE each. Unfortunately, I'm surprised I didn't die there. That was a rank 5 plus beacon. That was a couple of gladiators. That was an ultimate ember. Turner compass. I messed around a bit at the start there and wasted. So there we go. We got 2 dives there. Keegan is insane this season as well, because it's triple drops. We actually only got about 34 flame elements here from that. I mean, it's still pretty good. 34 FE for a minute or so. This is going to be effing mental. 500% drop quant in God of War. Damn, it triggered at 30%. That's pretty unlucky. That might be okay, but I'm greedy, so didn't really get very good there at all. Should have gone the other one. Commodity can do a purple. It did the purple. Sweet. So we've just pressed 2 to switch. What do we get? Supernova. Lame. I have modified my... Please don't die. That would be embarrassing. Let's just go up here until that damage dissipates. Oh, it almost got me anyway. So a bit of extra loot there. Why is it not dying? Not the best nightmare, but, you know, it's all about averages. I'll go back to get that in a minute. Oh, there's a lot of damage up there too. Oh, almost ran straight into that. And it's teleported down there. Of course it has. Got two left and they're both down there. Alright. It's a shame that they've teleported, as that just means when they die, their loot will probably be up there where they started. So we'll see what happens. Netherrealm. It's going to dash. Oof, how did I avoid that? What's this on? 8-2? So that wasn't a very good one, but we've still got a reasonable amount of flame elementium and stuff, just because it is triple drops due to the pre-season mechanic. Strange netting eels. I probably won't even look at those, to be honest. I haven't really been looking and selling any of that stuff. Quick switch back to our flame elementium setup and we'll finish off the maps. Well, that's going to increase the amount of currency that I get a lot. I've just got the Nightmare Elite Monster, which, you know, is a massive loot explosion whenever you kill him. Alrighty, now I'm going to be greedy with this one. I believe our Nightmare progression is at about 10%. I want that to not trigger. I want it to trigger in the next map because it adds a lot of extra monsters and I'm actually building quite a really nice one. So we're going to use those and I might as well just use this because it's there as a couple of extra enemies for use of the 500%. It's a 30%, adds 2 wind bubbles, which is every 3 commodities. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's guaranteed 2 red bubbles, which is awesome. It didn't trigger. I wouldn't have minded if that triggered, as it would have been nice to have that as part of the 10 maps. This isn't a great map either. It might work out to be okay. We'll just run around the outside, kill the enemies, and then we'll go into the middle and do the boss. Hopefully we have some Corgi bosses spawn. Oh, we got lightning. There we go. So as long as we can steer, we should be okay. Bom, bom, bom. For 500% extra drop quant, I expected a little bit of a better showing than this, honestly. Kill the boss. One edict. Man, that was actually pretty lame. Got lightning to enable a clear and everything. Maybe it's just worded poorly and it's not actually in the God of War trial. It's actually from the end of the God of War trial, which would make a lot more sense considering what dropped. I mean, it was still pretty decent, but it could have been a lot better. 6 additional. I just want to see something better as a reward. Now, after 10 maps, we've had 2 Ultimate Embers drop, which are 26 Flame Elementium each. We had 1 Proof of the Champion. Ooh, we actually had a Proof of the Star Hunter as well, which is nice. And 318 Flame Elementium. So that's an average of about 32 Flame Elementium per map without a good, without a really good Nightmare, which is coming up. Alright, it triggered the nightmare immediately into the next map, so that's good because I'll be able to do this and then have a look and see what our flame elementium situation is like. So we'll just rush through, kill this stuff. If anything significant drops back there, I'll go back and get it. Oh, he's spawning. Please kill it so I can leave. There we go. Looks like we got a couple of extra bubbles drop back there. I don't want to die and lose any of the red bubbles. This is the map that we just ran. I didn't even realize that. Oh, how did that not one-shot us? We are a lot tankier than I expected. I expected full-heartedly to be dead there. I guess deflection stacks are pretty nice. So we'll just run over those. Is that all the bubbles? Maybe, maybe not. Let's just run over and get the other bubbles as well. Just a few extra bubbles. Oh, we got pretty lucky. It duplicated the reds a fair bit. So we currently have 322 flame elementium. So around about 320 flame elementium on the ground there. So 10 maps, you know, average of 64 flame elementium, which is pretty nuts. When you consider that's just the flame elementium raw, that's not including anything else that has dropped. So let's just quickly finish this map. God of War active now. See what drops out of this map as well. Seems relatively decent. Oh, my map, there we go. Actually see what I'm doing now. Unfortunately, they have shields, which is just annoying as it stops the AoE damage from going off. It's a lot of damage. Let's just pop the Dark Surge here as well. Oh, another Gladiator. What was that? Nothing good, I don't think. Bum, 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 bum. Bit of FE just dropping in this one. Can I be bothered doing might? Not particularly. I don't have any trait cards into it at all. So let's just do up till 5 and leave, I guess. That's 5. Let's just leave. Kills the boss. Actually, it looks like we got a pretty reasonable amount of flame elementium just from this map as well, which is nice to see. A couple of extra Dark Surge. No boss though, unfortunately. Have a quick look. So we ended up getting 686 flame elementium. So I guess we got about 60 from that map as well, which is good to see. Maintains the 60-ish flame elementium per map. We got another Proof the Star Hunter. I might do that just as a little bit extra. I didn't count the Profound Dream Talkings. They are going for... Oh, they're down to 8. They were 12 long ago. We didn't get a whole lot of rank 5 plus beacons because we just got the Flame Elementium, which at the moment is far better. As you can see, we got 300 there. If we got 20 rank 5 beacons, that would have been a maximum of like 100 Flame Elementium in the pre-season, which isn't too fantastic. We got 36 Lost Secrets, which is another 1.3 Flame Elementium each, which is not too bad. Some Sightless Guides and Maud's Tricks. So overall, approximately 700 or so Flame Elementium from 11 maps, which is pretty cool. 21,000 Desire Beads, which are going for items, seasonal, Desire Beads. Price check's not really useful. 10,000 sold for 45, which is a reasonable assumption. I was just doing the math and I'm like, 10,000 sold for 45. We have 20,000, so that's 90 Flame Elementium. So that's 790 from that. That pays for itself easily, which is fantastic. Sold some crappy compasses. But yeah, pretty fun. Let's do the Proof the Champion. No, what am I doing? Witness. Let's end that. Do another one. See what we get from this. I haven't really been lucky. Some people have been getting corners that are worth like 400 to 600 Flame Elementium from this. I haven't been getting any of that sort of stuff. Did I do... No, that's XP. There we go. Here. Let's just drop it on this. See if the gladiators give me anything. Law Performer. That was my stomach. I don't know if you heard that. Pretty hungry. Didn't have lunch. Didn't have breakfast. Had 3 coffees though. That counts, doesn't it? Oh, that's it. So we've got 2 Corner of Divinities. Nothing else really from that. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Not much exciting out of these. Oof. This is probably the worst one that I've done. One chest left. Yep, that was that done. Let's have a look at the corners, see if they are any good. Additional damage to life is pretty nice. It's only worth 5. That one's not really worth anything. Spell block chance, not really worth anything. 40, so pretty garbage for both of those. I doubt that 40 will even sell. That's not good, that's not good. Doubt any of that's good. Nothing's screaming out to me. Let's do the one thing we have left, which is the Proof of the Hunter, which I believe is just a reliquary key. Yep. Got a corner, 11 FE. Didn't get a Xbox and an Xbox. Yeah, an Xbox. I really hope they start dropping a lot more, as they are barely dropping at all at the moment. Unfortunately, that's garbage as well. So nothing good out of those, which is a shame. Well, that's worth a lot more than I expected. Ocean of Rock. I thought that was going to be absolute garbage. I feel like I've salvaged a bunch of those. 19. Let's see if it sells. Where is it? I'm not even going to bother trying to sell those. I don't think they're worth anything. Anywho, that's all I've got for this one. Pretty decent profit. 11 maps takes maybe 20 minutes to run. So around about 1500 flame elemental an hour. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.